This week marks the 15th annual Climate Week in New York, coinciding with the UN General Assembly. Tens of thousands of climate protesters and other activists are here in the city, but one activist took a very unique route to Manhattan. 54-year-old endurance swimmer and climate activist Lewis Pugh swam New York's entire 315-mile-long Hudson River from the Adirondacks to New York City, unassisted. He's the first person to ever finish the swim, a feat that was unthinkable just 50 years ago because how polluted the river was. Pugh is determined to show how toxic waterways can be revived and that clean rivers are essential to healthy oceans. And joining me now, right here, out of the water, is Lewis Pugh, a UN patron of the oceans. And it is so great to meet you, because I remember growing up north of New York City when the Hudson was really polluted. And, you know, people were warned away from it. And there were some, you know, Pete Seeger, we were just talking about off camera, who began to sail the Hudson and try to do something about this, bringing attention. And now you've done it.
You know, a swim like this would have been impossible 50 years ago. But then in the 1970s, New Yorkers said, enough is enough. And they started cleaning up the river, and literally mile by mile, town after town and factory after factory, and they have turned the fate of this river around. And yes, we must be vigilant. There's still more work to be done, but it's an amazing story.
How long did the swim take you?
So the swim took me 32 days. It was a long swim.
And what were the biggest challenges? You've had a number of storms in the last 52 days and a lot of terrible weather.
Yes. I mean, the challenges were different. So at the source, that's where all the fear is, because you're going down very fast rapids and there are rocks everywhere, and I was so frightened that I would hit a rock and it would be all over. And then in the middle of the river, the challenge there was that the river sort of widens out, but also the worry was about, pollution. So after you have the rains, then you know that you're going to have pollution in the water, so that was a big concern.
Runoff, industrial runoff in particular, and sewage.
Yes.
And the like. But did you have assistance? Who was going along with you?
Apologies, did I have it?
I mean, you were unassisted in the water, I know, but did
Yes.
you have a
Yes.
team on the ground with,
Yes.
you know, with oxygen, with supplies?
No. So I just had a kayaker next to me and I had a small boat, and their responsibility was to guide me down the river and find the best places. But also, there were moments in the river which were just so incredibly special. I mean, in the foothills of the Adirondacks, I remember swimming along and my kayaker says, "Stop, Lewis, just look." And a great big bald eagle came out of the sky.
Oh my gosh.
And it just started following us down the river. And to think that, you know, just a few years ago, these animals were virtually extinct in the Hudson Valley.
This reminds me of the Hudson Valley painters who were, you know, such beautiful painters, and the scenes of this. I've traveled up that same route the other direction in an RV, you know, with family and years ago. But it's so beautiful to even contemplate.
It's a beautiful river, and what also surprised me was just the huge response we had. So people came out, and they were so proud of what has been achieved in the Hudson River. And I met one gentleman who said to me that I would wake up one morning and the river would be completely white. And then I'd wake up another day and it'd be completely blue. And then the following day, completely red. And that was because he lived next to a car factory. And it depended upon the color of the car they were making, which was the color of the river the following day. Yeah.
Why did you want to do this?
I want to talk about how important rivers are, and clean, healthy rivers. I mean, rivers are the arteries of our planet, and we cannot have a healthy planet without healthy rivers. And whenever we pour raw sewage or industrial waste or litter into a river, not only does it kill the river and kill all life in the river, but it goes into the ocean and does exactly the same thing.
Just quickly ask you, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Plymouth in England.